It's me, KB Chronic, in a little bit early as anticipated, but hopefully you guys stuck around. If not, hopefully you come back. Start a little bit earlier because I don't want to say I got a lot to go over, but I got a lot to go over because I just realized while I was setting all this up, I haven't announced any of the matches for I Knew Mania 3. So I expect y'all to tune in and watch, but y'all don't know what y'all are supposed to watch. So I gotta hold up my end of the bargain and I guess fill you in on what's supposed to be there. First of all, the one thing that's been consistent throughout all this is once we get to I Knew Mania next Sunday, by the way, I'll probably start a little bit earlier than I normally do, just because it's a longer show. At the same time, it really doesn't matter what time I start because WWE taped WrestleMania and split it up into 2 days. So you're gonna watch this whenever WrestleMania is effectively halfway up. You're gonna see I Knew Mania halfway through WrestleMania, which is not how that's supposed to go. But I mean, it's one of the benefits I have of an entirely digital roster. To where I don't have to worry about viruses and whatnot. So, that good call on my end. But anyways, so we got the NWC World Title match. So that's Patrick versus Akira Wilde versus Outlaw Billy Cody versus Johnny X. Johnny X is the current NWC World Champion. It is a fatal four-way elimination match. 2 falls to get eliminated. So basically, you have to be pinned twice. Doesn't even have to be by the same person. You just have to be pinned or submitted twice, and you're out. And that's going to keep happening until we have one left standing. The reason it's those 4 guys is because those 4 guys are the only 4 people to be the NWC World Champion since its inception. So with that being said, it just makes sense. I wanted it to be something big because we're also going to have the end of the world tournament. Man, that sounds way more dark than I anticipated it to. Basically, what I'm going to do for the end of the world tournament, or for the finals of the world tournament, tonight we're going to have a 5-way match. Man, that still sounds pretty cool though. Well, I don't know. We'll worry about that later. There's going to be a 5-man tournament. I chose the 5 lowest scoring people from each team. I'll actually scroll over to it real quick. So we have Desperado, now known as Ray Ferrito. I don't know how to pronounce that. But it's Desperado. He was Desperado last season. He changed his name because that's how they all do in that team. But it's going to be him versus Average Joe versus Johnny Walker versus PK versus Toshi-san. Those are the lowest scoring people from each one of the 5 teams. This is just a single fall, Extreme Rules match. Basically how this is going to go is these 5 people are going to get in the ring. They're going to fight it out. Whoever gets the victory not only scores 3 points for their team, but they're also going to get to add another person to the Elimination Chamber that's going to happen at I Knew Mania 3. The World Tournament will end in a 6-man Elimination Chamber match. Whoever wins this, like I said, they'll have an extra person. There's only 5 teams, but there's 6 spots in the chamber match. So let's say Johnny Walker wins. Okay, cool. The people who are automatically entered into the Elimination Chamber match are the 5 highest point scorers from each team. So at the time that this is going on, it would be Shade for INCW, Victor Sokolov for the camp. The Mass Saboteurs score higher, but the Mass Saboteur, I don't really know. And we'll see, because if Average Joe ends up pulling it out, that's just going to cause a shitstorm in and of itself. So we'll just go with Victor Sokolov right now, because he's only 3 points behind the Mass Saboteurs. Jonathan Doztuck from the Queen's Guard. Ray Santos, of course, because he's the highest point scorer from the Mercenary Kings. And then Eugenio Hero from the Super Aces. That's where it lies right now. This could change. I highly doubt it because these guys that have points, they're fairly higher than the others, but it could change. But anyways, those 5 people are automatically in that Elimination Chamber match. Whoever wins this 5-way match tonight gets to add another member of their choosing from their team to that chamber match. So not only are they going to have, or they'll have a man advantage in there, because your whole team could win if just one of you wins. They'll also, depending on what order these people are eliminated tonight, or I say eliminated, that's not how that's going to work. We'll go by the scoring team, like basically where the team is ranked. So if you're in 5th place, you're going to be one of the first ones in the match. 4th place, you'll be in the cage, and so on and so forth. So I'll work that part out. But anyways, that's how that World Tournament match is going to go. We're also going to have our women's match. Susan Reyes, the current women's champion. I know you haven't seen her very often, and I had to look back, but a while back, Lady Madness, I believe it was, won number 1 contendership match. So we're going to have that match. We also are going to have, I haven't decided exactly how it's going to go, but there's going to be a hellacious hardcore match because I like hardcore matches. So let's see. Like tonight, we have Crusher versus Bravo Briggs versus Dave Davidson for the hardcore title. Whoever wins this match, shoe in, you're going to New Mania. Cool. However, there's going to be other people. They've either been retired, former hardcore champions, you've been fired, you're not from this company. Literally anyone, and it's going to pull together in an elimination style, either Hell in a Cell match or like an elimination style Falls Count Anywhere, like 6-man match. We're going to do something huge. Something super huge for the hardcore title because it's my personal favorite. But yeah, those are the ones we have set up right now. Some more may come and go. We'll just have to see. Also, we have our number 1 contendership match tonight for the INCW heavyweight title. The number 1 contender match is Kid Mason with a vicious knockout last week on Randy Razor. He's going to be facing Patrick. Winner of this match will face Mr. INCW at INCW or iNew Mania 3 for the INCW world title or heavyweight title. Can't call it the world title no more because we got one. However, if Patrick wins this, he's going to be pulling double duty that night, which kind of segues into what we got going on today. This is the main event for the main card. This is not the last INCW match for today. Once this match is over, I'm going to shut everything down. We're going to go offline for a little bit. Shade may pop in if we got enough viewers and do like a giveaway or something like that. Do something cool. And about 5 to 10 minutes after all that's said and done, we're coming back for an unsanctioned match between 2 individuals who've been blowing each other up on the message board for on Facebook for INCW. Patrick and Mysterious Ja 1 or MJ1, they've been having some words back and forth. Not really a huge fan of one another, and I am not a fan of people just talking shit. So, with that being said, they will be in an unsanctioned cage match. It's not even going to be in the INCW arena. It's off the INCW grounds. There will be fans there. If they want to be there, they can. But yeah, unsanctioned match, not even on INCW grounds, not even with INCW equipment. I just found I found a wrestling ring that I could put a cage around, and these 2 are going to fight in it. There is no pinfall. There is no escaping the cage. You win by submission or knockout. You either make your opponent, some way, shape, or form, your opponent will not be able to continue. Whether you choke them out or you put them to sleep. Physically, one way or another, knockout kick. Anyways, that's how that's going to go between those 2. So you got the cutter versus the plethora of submission holds that Patrick has picked up, and all of that is going to happen after this show. So if you want to stick around for that, feel free to stick around for it. I think it's going to be really fucking good. Pardon my French, just in case there's still some younger audience in there. But I've spoken enough about everything else that's going to happen. We're going to go ahead and get this show on the road with some World Tournament matches. We've only got technically two on this card that count for points because the 5-man doesn't count for any points. It sets up for the finals next week. First match, we have the Super Aces represented by Flyby and Ace Zero going against the Mass Saboteurs, who are coming off a very bitter loss from against a single man, actually. But they're joined with George Prescott, so he's probably going to get involved in the match. They're probably going to win this one, if I had to guess. That's just how life works. And then we have Info Warrior versus Ray Pegasus, INCW versus the Mercenary Kings, trying to pull themselves ahead. INCW trying to pull out of last place as quick as possible, because right now, Shade's going to be one of the first ones in the Elimination Chamber at this rate. But maybe we can pull free. With all that being said, now you know the whole card. Now you know what's going to happen after the card. Now we're going to get the show on the road. Oh no. There we go. Almost hit the wrong button and simulated the entire card, which would have made me rage. Hopefully everybody's having a good day, doing the intelligent thing and staying inside. Well, not necessarily staying inside, just stay in your yard. Good stuff like that. I don't know where everybody's at, but where I'm at, it's kind of a beautiful day outside. I went outside this morning. It was kind of cool, kind of breezy. Got it feeling like springtime again. Huge fan of that. All right. Take notice that INCW's arena is not empty. We don't empty our arenas out. We're not safe at all. We're also a completely digital crowd, so we don't have to worry about that. The show must go on, as they say. All right, and here we go. Go ahead and feel free to interact with one another in the chat if you're new. I like seeing guesswork on who y'all think's going to win, especially from newer viewers, because newer viewers really have nothing to base anything off of except for the words coming out of my mouth and the physical appearance of these wrestlers. Holy crap, there's a lot of red in this match. I didn't notice that. I understand that the Super Aces representing Japan are red, but man, there's a lot of red. Be sure to smash that bell button when you smash the follow button, because the bell button will let you know whenever we go live. And yeah, 90% of the time, the title, actually 100% of the time, the title will have something to do with what we're streaming, but 90% of the time, it'll have the title of the game we're streaming in there. Yeah, Ace Zero, rather small man, and Superfly. There ain't nothing Superfly about him, I'm here to tell you. He seems to be enjoying himself, so I mean that's a good thing. As long as everybody's having fun, that's what's important, right? Not the fact that you're last in the damn standings of your own tournament. Not at all. There was absolutely no salt in that statement. And here come the monsters. I have faced these two personally. They are a force to be reckoned with. It is obscene. First of all, you don't know if you're facing the one that's supposed to be legal or not. That is the biggest problem I have with them. I've been told on multiple occasions, one of them does a certain maneuver and the other does another maneuver, but I forgot which one they were, and oh man. Either way, when they hit that, I think it's called the Saboteur Driver? I forget. But either way, when they hit you with that double pile driver, that's usually game over. Ray Santos did way better than me, and he defeated him in a 2-on-1 affair. If I'm not mistaken, Info Warrior defeated him in a 2-on-1 affair. So, it can be done, just not by me. We got the Mass Saboteurs, the Sabotage Pile Driver. I knew it was. That's what it is. I appreciate the heads up. Also, you got little points down here, little credits that you get for following us. You can spend those credits to highlight your message, and then I'll read it on air. It's great. All right, and here we go. Collar and elbow tie up out the gate. Nice snapmare takeover into a chin lock. And a knee to the back. Flyby looking to get the upper hand here on the Mass Saboteurs and send them to the outside. There is a 30-minute time limit in all of our tag team matches. Flyby again. Ooh! Nice kick to the side. And Flyby with the neck breaker. Referee is at a count of 4. Has the Saboteur up on his shoulder. We're at a count of 6. Oh! Side first right into the post. Referee at a count of 7. We were looking at a count out, but the Mass Saboteur is looking at some cracked ribs right now. George Prescott doing what he does best. We haven't seen him since Christmas. He was shoved in Krampus's sack of misfit children and not seen since. The last we heard from him verbally, he had a little bit of a stutter going for the Mongolian chop with the Max Saboteur and got blocked. But he had a little bit of a stutter. So he's back. He says the camp's gonna pull their weight and they're gonna get the job done in the World Tournament. So we will see how that pans out for you. Not very well. Not very well. Ooh! And into the ropes. Flyby. It's back and forth between these two. But the Mass Saboteurs, they're more well-versed in the art of tag team wrestling. As far as I know, except for the World Tournament, Flyby and Ace Zero have only tagged together for the tournament itself. Nice kick. Creates some separation. Has him up. Ooh! Hung the Saboteur out to dry right there on the top rope. Hot dog into the crowd. Everybody knows I hate that. And going to work again with the senton. George Prescott once again getting Flyby's attention, only to get caught by a Russian leg sweep there. Flyby sent into enemy territory, fights his way out of it. Was looking for a kick. The ref needs to move out of the way. The ref is down. Flyby taking his time to just talk trash, apparently, and not do absolutely anything. Referee needs to get out of the way. Flyby needs to... Ooh! Ripcord Lariat will get the job done. 1, 2... Oh! Mass Saboteur number 2 barely in there. Flyby not having any of it. Ace Zero was taken out in the exchange. Flyby's been doing fairly well in this match, but now he's in here by himself. Hip attack into the corner. And the ref almost gets taken down again because he don't know how to stay out of the way. Saboteurs send him... And a double back body drop. George Prescott sliding a chair in. 1, 2, no. Prescott has the chair involved in the match. Luckily, nobody's picked it up to use it. Hopefully, the ref sees it first and gets rid of it. Oh, went for the German, but the Mass Saboteur reversed it and countered with a clothesline. Oh, closed fist right to the side of the head, almost a temple. Referee finally noticed the chair and almost got caught and got the clothesline. Closed fists again. What's he got set up here? Oh! It's just stomping away at the digits. And a big shoulder block. Oh, went for another senton, caught in the back. Double knees, and hung out to dry again. Mass Saboteur with an uppercut, trying to create some space. Sends Flyby into the ropes. Oh, nothing. Just a meeting of the minds. Ooh! A version of a Death Valley driver into what looked like a brainbuster. Flyby has a hold and a ripcord lariat again. Goes for the pin. The ref is distracted. Between Prescott. Oh, wow. Mass Saboteur just actually walking all over A0. A0 sends Mass Saboteur number 2 to the outside. Flyby. Caught the atomic drop. Caught the scoop slam. A0 through the ropes. And a discus clothesline by Flyby. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. The Mass Saboteurs are on a losing streak. Oh my God. I honestly did not see that coming. Why, I am in disbelief right now. That was out of control. I was going to say insanity, but insanity's not in this match. There's A0 getting involved. There he goes. You caught the last minute of the flying out the ropes. Camera work is not that great, but I don't pay him, so I don't expect it to be any better. All right. Hell of a match by Ace0, getting everything, or I say Ace0, the Super Ace is getting everything kicked off. Flyby celebrating his victory. Ace0 never got tagged in the match. All right. Next up, we have Info Warrior versus Ray Pegasus. These two, they've met once or twice before. Last season, because Ray Pegasus, he was putting in some work. He never got the big wins, but he was putting in some work in all the other matches. All right, we're going to get this match underway here. Had to finish getting the points written down. Info Warrior making his way down to the ring. Got the INCW tape on the hands, got the INCW tape on the wrists. Info Warriors, actually everybody on Team INCW except for Johnny Walker has started putting in work, getting us somewhere. Nobody's lost us any points. Well, Info Warrior was counted out, but I mean, 1 point as opposed to like getting DQs and stuff like that. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Ray Pegasus hasn't really had a good showing this season at all. I don't know what happened. It's almost like he got fired and just got worse. So we'll see where this goes. Hopefully he pulls out a victory. Hopefully Info Warrior pulls out a victory. I know they both can't, but we'll see. As long as it's a good match, I'll be fine with it. Oh, got the hook already. Ooh! Vicious face buster out the gate. Pegasus. Looking to get any type of... No, and again, just a front face drop. Info Warrior going to work already. He's trying to weaken up the head and neck area. Setting up for the Stunner 76. Sweeping the leg again. And a Dragon Screw by Pegasus this time. And followed up by a kick. That's what Info Warrior was looking for, but couldn't quite get a hold of it. Sweeps the leg. And a jawbreaker by Pegasus. Now going to work on the arm. Going to try to set it up to loosen that grip so the Stunner 76 can't be applied as efficiently. But that, oh, went for an elbow and got nothing for it. And a drop kick to the lower back. Oh, with the springboard DDT. Sends Pegasus into the ropes and a big clothesline. Tit for tat is this match. Pegasus out after a 1 count. And a step up heel kick. Pegasus. What's he setting up for? Oh, we know. Oh, went for that Shining Wizard. Instead got reversed. Caught a forearm to the face. He took way too much time to set that up. Way too much time. And caught another forearm. He's never going to get out of that corner now. Oh, no. I was wrong. He is definitely going to get out of this corner in the most vicious way possible. Kick to the midsection. Info Warrior with the buckle bomb. I'm sorry, not the buckle bomb. The power bomb on the apron. It's all just as vicious. And he's going to send Pegasus back in there. That might be all she wrote. No, Pegasus got up pretty quick. As the full Nelson locked in. Into the suplex. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, no. Pegasus out at 2. Info Warrior setting up for that Stunner 76. And there goes toe kick 76. Well, toe kick, then the Stunner 76. Everything blurred together. It was great. Referee taking his sweet time getting into place. 2. No! Pegasus managed to kick out. Info Warrior has put Pegasus away many times before with that move. Ooh! Thrust kick right to the chest. As the gut wrench locked in, and a suplex. Gonna roll through. Info Warrior learned this from his feud with Big Bunny. And another. One more big suplex. Boom! Just dumping Pegasus like a sack of potatoes. Gotta step through. Oh! Got the triangle choke locked in. Is he going for a submission? Oh, of course he's going for a submission, but can he get the submission victory here? No. Pegasus rolls through. Gets the hold broken. Caught a step-up heel kick of his own there. Info Warrior's beside himself. Oh, with the Northern Lights suplex. Pegasus gonna set up for that Shining Wizard again. Info Warrior drops to a knee. Oh! Info Warrior cut him off with the pass again. He has that move perfectly scouted. Going for that suplex again. This time bridging it for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Info Warrior puts Pegasus away. Info Warrior picks up 3 points for INCW. We're still not out of last, but, I mean, we're doing things. Yeah, there's absolutely no way we can pull out of last. There's that Stunner 76 right there. So with there being absolutely no way that Info Warrior is going to be able to, or that the INCW is going to be able to pull out of last place, I'm fairly certain that Shade is going to be the first one in the match. So yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle, but if we win it, that's just going to make it that much sweeter. Six people, 5 teams. That's going to be insanity. And this is how we're going to determine who has the 2 people. Keep in mind, this is not elimination. This is 1 fall to a finish. It's Extreme Rules. This could get nasty, or this could be short. It all depends on how this goes. When you've got people like Average Joe in here, oh my God, that's just rough. Johnny Walker was really good in season 2, not so much in this season 4. He only showed up at the last show of season 3. Desperado's done some pretty cool stuff. PK is not doing good at all for his team. And Toshi-san, same thing. Not really doing that great for his team. Most of the people in this match, actually everyone in this match aside from Average Joe, have 0 points for their teams. No, I take that back. Toshi-san has 3. Everyone else has 0 points, except for Toshi-san and Average Joe. Alright. Time to get this ball rolling. If you have to get up and go get water or anything like that, now's the time, because these are going to be some entrances. I'm here to tell you. First up is Johnny Walker. I don't know why we call him Sid, but we do. Johnny Walker came in season 2. He was one of the very first people we had here in INCW. I did a tournament to kind of round out who was going to be where. I did tag team tournaments to round out who was going to be where. Because even though there was a season 1, I kind of like to pretend that season 1 didn't happen. Season 1 had the likes of Chuck Norris and other people involved that I don't know. Negan was there. Krampus was there. I mean, Krampus is here this season, but it was a one-time thing. Krampus was a regular, and he was feuding with Negan in season 1. Big Bunny was in there. Bunny stuck around, but the bunnies are retired now, so. Speaking of which, with both bunnies being retired, they can fight for the Hardcore Championship. First person to get 2 falls in that match will walk out the champion. There's going to be a lot of people, too. Here comes Average Joe. I have seen people tune in, see Average Joe, and lose their minds. And not in a good way either. Just 100% straight disgust. Alright. Comes PK, representing the Queen's Guard. I don't know if PK is trying to be a punk rocker or a skater. I don't know what's really going on here. He's got a very unique look. Oh boy. I don't even know what we've seen him in this season to make any type of reference on if he's good at this, bad at this. Like, he's been in matches. I know that much. And here comes Desperado. Making his way slowly to the ring. One of these days he's going to break out that guitar and just cave somebody in. Oh yeah, I do remember PK giving Shade a run for his money at one point. Don't forget to stay tuned after the show goes off the air. We have another match. It's going to take like 5 to 10 minutes to set it up, but we have another match, and you're going to want to see it. Cannot stress that enough. After the main event, an unsanctioned match and an undisclosed location between Patrick and MJ1 from PWA. Steel cage match. No escapes, no pinfalls, knockouts, and submissions only. We're not even doing it in the INCW arena. The only tie to INCW that's going to be there is the fact that my voice is going to be calling the match. That is it. Strictly for bragging rights. There is no PWA versus INCW. There is none of that nonsense. There's no invasions. It is just MJ1 running his mouth, and Patrick, also running his mouth, and then they're both being forced to respond to one another. I'm sure they don't mind. I would hope they don't mind. If they do mind, they shouldn't be wrestlers. And here we go. Toshi-san and Johnny Walker going straight at it. PK and Desperado. Oh, Average Joe. Average Joe's going to be targeting Desperado for the simple fact that I'm pretty sure Average Joe remembers what happened last week. Not a huge fan of getting powerbombed multiple times. If you didn't tune in last week, you should definitely go watch it on YouTube. We update that, put the most recent episode up there every Tuesday. Average Joe is still slinging elbow drops. Like, that is core strength. That is the ability to not be dizzy, apparently. Oh no. Average Joe's got the hooks in and a pile driver. Toshi-san, the smallest guy in the ring, going straight after Average Joe and flies off the man. Average Joe responds with a vicious clothesline. PK now trying to fight off Average Joe. The camp has absolutely no friends. That's just how this tournament's been working out. PK coming off the ropes. Ooh! Desperado with a clothesline, sending Average Joe into Toshi-san on the outside. He's too unconscious to know what's actually going on. And Desperado's reaching for some hardware. Got the table ready. Toshi-san stomping the shit out of Average Joe. And went for a head scissors takeover for zero reason whatsoever. Average Joe running through Toshi-san. Johnny Walker getting the ladder. PK saying it's all over. Johnny Walker's going to have to disagree with him on that front. And a hard Irish whip into the ropes followed by a clothesline. You've got three people fighting on the outside, and then you got PK on the inside. One, no. Desperado in at the last minute to break that up. Elbow drop to the back of Johnny Walker. And then PK with the version of the Falcon Arrow. With the judo toss, going right back outside. I think this is the most hardware we've seen used in a hardcore match. Oh, Desperado! Ooh! Got him with that kendo stick, or shinai, whichever one you want to call it, right to the back, and a poison rana by Toshi-san. Toshi-san yanking and cranking on the neck. PK is down. Average Joe is down. Johnny Walker is down. Toshi-san's going to steal the win. No, just a one count. And into the corner goes Desperado. PK has a hold of him now. Toshi-san broke it up. Johnny Walker was looking for the airplane spin. PK just wants a piece of Toshi-san at this point. Desperado drops Johnny Walker on his back. Average Joe is back to his feet, her feet, whatever, their feet in the ring. Has a hold of Desperado and sends him into the corner. Johnny Walker getting fought off by Desperado as well as Average Joe. These three are just going to war right here. Ooh! The Mercenary Kings and the camp teaming up on Johnny Walker. Desperado on the top rope. Ooh, went for the leg drop and missed every bit of it. Johnny Walker might be looking to take this one. Attacks the lower back. Gets Desperado back up. Oh, went for a kick to the midsection and missed. And a clothesline sends Johnny Walker to the outside. Desperado's the only one in the ring using this time to take a breather. Average Joe and PK are going to war over here. Ooh, with a big choke slam by Desperado. Sends Johnny Walker into the guardrail. Toshi-san heading over to try to fight PK and Johnny, or Average Joe. Don't know if that's smart or not, but I mean, I wouldn't fight any of these groups of people right now. They're all relatively upset with one another. Oh, has him up. Ooh. Johnny Walker again. Just going to work on Desperado, focusing on the lower back. Average Joe, Toshi-san, and PK. That is a cluster right there. Look at this. Toshi-san just laying down the lefts and rights. Oh, sends PK into the pile of everything. Toshi-san with a vertical suplex. Desperado looks like he's been busted open by Johnny Walker. Toshi-san actually taking to Average Joe. Average Joe being sent up the ramp further away from the ring. You have to be in the ring to win. And PK with a brain buster on the outside. Ooh, and again, face first. Johnny Walker sends Desperado into the floor. Toshi-san got back in the ring. Probably could have won it right there. Decided to go for a... Oh, no. Ooh! Goes for the pin! One! No! Toshi-san had it one. That was one of the most vicious punches I have seen thrown by Average Joe. If anyone was intelligent and actually wanted their team to win this, they would not let Average Joe and Toshi-san be the only ones in the ring right now. Johnny Walker dumping Desperado over. PK fighting off both of the cowboy boot wearing individuals and a rake of the back. Oh wow. Average Joe just threw Toshi-san by the ears, and he's got the Thigh Master 2.0. Oh, they ran at each other to break it up. They could not get to him to break it up in time. Average Joe is your winner. The camp goes in. Oh, man. All right. The camp gets man advantage in the Elimination Chamber match. I give Toshi-san credit, though. I would have tapped out too. Like, as soon as I knew that was coming, as soon as I even thought that there was going to be some level of me being caught between the thighs of Average Joe, I would tap at the beginning of the match. Just know it was a possibility. All right. Next up, we have a Hardcore Championship match. 2 out of 3 falls. Anything goes. These 3 guys are going to beat the hell out of each other. And we're going to see what happens. If you're still sticking around, give me an F in the chat for Toshi-san having to get caught in that terrible, terrible position. Also, check out the new emote you can get. F in the chat for... We got Bravo Briggs coming down to the ring. Yeah, so that INCW emote that I just put in there, if you spin bits, you can get that. It's what is it? 1,000 bits? Yes. 1,000 bits will get you taken care of. You're correct. The emote is not Miles. Miles will happen at some point. And here comes Dave Davidson. Dave Davidson's had some pretty decent matches as well. So yeah, it's very nice to see him in title contention now. I really appreciate that people haven't been jumping people backstage too often, because that could just get inconvenient. If there is a backstage attack, those are going to be most likely broadcast on YouTube, just to kind of keep them separated a little bit. And here comes Crusher. Representing INCW proud. An INCW original at this point. Rolled in here. Yeah, he was in here in season 1. Him and Drax Shadow both since season 1. Crusher won that hardcore title last week off of Patrick in a very decisive fashion. They took it straight into the crowd and worked each other over. It was, if you missed it, it was a hell of a match. All right, that's what it's all for right there. And here we go. Bravo Briggs with the head scissors takeover out of the gate. Dave Davidson wisely standing back, just kind of watching everything go down. Oh! Bravo with a leg sweep, and then Crusher throwing his full body. He's the smallest one in the ring, folks. Throwing his full body at Bravo. Oh, and then that knee right to the face of Dave Davidson. He's also the one in anything that resembles wrestling attire. So, there's that. Ducks the clothesline, answers with one of his own, and got the choke in the corner. Normally the ref would initiate a 5 count, but this is a hardcore match. Anything goes. Dave Davidson turning his back on his opponent, and that is not smart. He eats a turnbuckle for it. And a knee. Good God. My vote is Dave Davidson's going to be bleeding before this is all over with. Strictly by a knee to the face. Nice pump kick on Bravo Briggs. And then a clothesline sending Briggs to the outside. Davidson follows him. Crusher coming around the corner. And they start trading blows. Crusher gets thrown down. Lost his balance in that mat area. Oh, what is Davidson got planned here? Snake Eyes on the stairs. And an arm drag. Bravo putting in the work right here. And double sledge to the back. Crusher calling for something here. Nope, just going to get back in the ring, trying to get the fans behind him. It's not about the fans, it's about pinning your opponent. Or making them submit, or knocking them out cold. Ooh! Vicious kick to the face by Bravo. Got that arm locked up. There is no rope break here. Ooh, but you can twist the arm out of socket. Oh, wow, and again, with a super kick to follow it up. Crusher back in the corner, didn't know what to do with that scenario. And down goes Bravo. And a clothesline sending Dave Davidson to the outside. Crusher's going up top. Davidson slow to get back to his feet. And here comes Crusher with the elbow off the top rope. Collar and elbow tie up again on the outside. Stalemate. Oh, and a drop kick just sends Crusher around right into the ring apron. Kick to the midsection to make some space. Oh, I don't know what Bravo was going for, but he interrupted everything that was happening outside. Bravo steps through, and a DDT on the mat. I want to say on the concrete, but there's clearly a mat there. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Oh, with the Spanish fly. Couple of chops, slows Bravo down. If you put Crusher against the guardrail. Bravo has Davidson maybe where he wants him. I'm not 100% sure. Gonna slide him back in the ring. This is Falls Count Anywhere, but if you want to win in the ring, you certainly can. 1, 2, no. If you want to win in the ring, you can. I'm not going to fault you. Oh, and then Crusher again, just flying through everyone. Goes for the pin here. No rope breaks. 1. No, just a 1 count. Tried to pick something up off that glancing blow, but just could not get it done. Got his own version of Thigh Master locked in, except an elbow to supplement it. And Crusher taking advantage. Oh, has that arm locked in. Going for the submission here. Oh, look at the torque. Dave Davidson has submitted. That's 1 win for Crusher. Crusher has Bravo up and powerbombed him on the knees. 1, 2, 3. Crusher definitively just shut out both of his opponents. I don't know why Dave Davidson decided to get on the rope and let everybody know he was okay when the match was clearly still going on. Crusher just defeated 2 opponents back to back. He is an equal opportunity ass whooper at this point. Needed 2 victories to retain, got 2 victories to retain. Look at this. Boom! Powerbomb onto his own knees. And Dave Davidson showing all of the rookie mistakes in the world. Crusher's going to collect his title. All right. And now we are on to our main event. I cannot stress enough. Stick around after the main event. It's going to be good. Give me about 5 to 10 minutes after this match. This match is going to be good in and of itself. But give me about 5 to 10 minutes after this match is over. And we're going to see Patrick versus MJ1 at an undisclosed location in an unmarked arena fighting for bragging rights. And here we go. A newcomer, Kid Mason, versus former NWC World Champion, former Hardcore Champion. Was he INCW Champion at one point? I don't know. Patrick's done some stuff at this point. All right, so sound off in the chat. Who do you think is going to come out of this the number one contender for Mr. INCW's title? Will it be Patrick or will it be Kid Mason? You got to take into account everything you've seen Patrick do recently since his loss of the NWC title. So you got to take all of that into account. And you also have to take into account what you've seen Kid Mason do. Kid Mason, after getting crushed for 90% of the match last week, knocked out a former INCW heavyweight champion. Just going to throw that out there. And here comes the professional Patrick. Also, Patrick's going to be working double duty. So take that into account as well whenever we're going into all this nonsense. They say he looks shook in the chat, but he looks like he's going to the ring with all the confidence he's ever had. Full-on Vince McMahon walk, slinging the arms out. Got the Blackwell kanji on his back. That's right, Patrick is going to be... He could potentially have to pull double duty this week and next week. If he wins this match, he's going to be in... He could not unify. We're not doing that nonsense. But he could be the INCW Heavyweight Champion and the NWC World Champion at the same time. Has not been done yet. And Patrick out the gate with some toe kicks. Ooh! And a knee to the face. Collar and elbow tie-up. Cannot match strength with Kid Mason. Kid Mason's a little bit taller than Patrick. Has a little bit more muscle mass on him. Ooh, big overhand. Patrick looking for something there. Kid Mason fighting free. Collar and elbow tie-up again into a side headlock. Patrick going to walk up to the ropes. Kid Mason comes off the ropes. Patrick goes under. Ooh, and a stalemate. Deep arm drag by Kid Mason. Elbow to the face. And then kicking the hell out of Patrick's legs. That is an effective maneuver. Has Patrick slung to the mat and dropped a knee on the chest. Kid Mason with a rookie maneuver here. Patrick is not down. Patrick is not out. And he's celebrating. He should be on Patrick if he actually wants to be the number one contender. Kid Mason trying to throw a punch, not nearly as lethal as his kicks. Oh, Patrick with a tilt-a-whirl into a... Oh, Kid Mason wisely rolls outside. Didn't want any part of what was about to happen right there. Right into the ring apron goes Kid Mason's face. Kid Mason back in the ring, wanting to keep this inside. Patrick taking advantage. Kid Mason showing how green he actually is right here. Ooh. Getting dropped over that top rope. It looks like it gives, but it takes a lot for it to give that much. And all of that force is your face being, or your throat being dropped upon it. Patrick calling his shot. And Kid Mason kicks himself free, goes for a clothesline, gets caught up in the ropes. What is Patrick thinking here? Ooh! A neck breaker, slingshotting Kid Mason back into the ring. Referee is at a count of 1, and I have no clue why. Patrick with a stunner. Gonna drag Kid Mason to the center of the ring. What's he looking for here? Oh, a curb stomp. Yeah, that might be all she wrote. 1, 2. No! Kid Mason rolled the shoulder up. We seen Kid Mason in a situation similar to this last week. Oh, Patrick's got the legs tied up. Ooh, slingshot into a backbreaker. Looks like he hit his head on that turnbuckle, too. Patrick with the kicks to the side of the head. And a cartwheel. Don't really know what that was for. Kid Mason's going to take advantage of it, though. Patrick got a little cocky there. And drop a knee right to the back. Now Kid Mason's getting cocky. Did he learn nothing from what just happened? Caught a clothesline. And another. Caught Patrick's foot and sweeps the leg. No mercy in this dojo. What is Mason setting up for? Saying it's over. Oh! God dang, look at that knee. He could have finished it right there. Kick to the midsection and a curb stomp of his own. Goes for the pin on Patrick. 1, 2. No, Patrick was out of here too. Whew. I am uncomfortable with how interested in attacking each other's cranium these two are. What is Kid Mason planning here? Ooh! Big elbow right across the head. Patrick sweeps the leg. Trying to get that advantage again. Caught a palm strike. And a stunner. This might be all she wrote. Oh, went for another stunner. Kid Mason goes for the knee. Patrick catches it. Oh, Kid Mason steps out of the way. I don't know. They are countering the hell out of each other. Oh, Patrick with the backbreaker ends in a neck breaker. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. No, Kid Mason's out of 2. We have 15 minutes left in this match. Patrick set. Oh, and another curb stomp with the blood this time. 1, 2. Oh, Kid Mason kicked out again. How did he do it? Patrick with the Heisman pose. Saying it's over. Got the one shot. The second. Kid Mason with the reversal. Patrick with the coconut crunch. The knee crusher, if you will. Sends Kid Mason into the ropes. Oh no. What has he got planned? Patrick will put in some more work and dives through. Torpedo, baseball slide, drop kick from corner to corner. Kid Mason again. These two are going back and forth. We got 13 minutes left in this match. Jawbreaker by Kid Mason. Patrick with a knee again. And another clothesline. Referee at a count of 6. Patrick sends Mason back inside. Stomp to the midsection, or stomp to the back, I should say. And Patrick has a triangle choke locked in. Kid Mason's right there, inches away from the ropes. Is he going to submit? No! No! Instead of grabbing the ropes, he dumps Patrick on his head. Kid Mason stunned. Oh, with the kitchen sink. Patrick down in the corner. Kid Mason, oh, with the knee shot. And Patrick wisely rolling outside. I don't know if Kid Mason should have sit down like that. He put himself in a very vulnerable position right there. Oh! With the side suplex. Is he going for it again? Mason calling his shot with the knee. Caught him with the knee again. Why is he picking him up? He had the win right there. Why is he picking him up? Oh, went for the knee again. What is going on here? Patrick with another stunner. Patrick calling his shot now. Saying it's all over from here. Gonna drag Mason to the center of the ring. Go for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Kid Mason. He kicked out. Patrick wasted too much time with the calling of his shot. Has Mason up. Gonna send him back into the ropes. Mason fighting back out of the corner. Oh, with another knee to the gut. Patrick rolling on the outside of the ropes. Kid Mason went for a right hand, missed it. Patrick looking for anything right there. Kick to the midsection. Kid Mason with another curb stomp. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Kid Mason is your #1 contender. Whew. That was a hell of a match. Holy shit. Every bit of that was a highlight reel. Look at that knee. 2 of them. Right here. Patrick wasted time calling his shot. Could have got the win right there. Wasted time calling his shot. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We now know who our #1 contender is for the INCW heavyweight title. It is a newcomer in Kid Mason. We now know that the camp will have the man advantage in the Elimination Chamber.